Welcome back to the Haddon Horrors podcast. We review horror movies and horror franchises. I'm Mark,
I'm Tuan.
I'm Elian.
and today, instead of reviewing a movie or ranking a horror series, we're going to do something a little different that we've never really done on the show before. We're going to discuss just horror in general. With the way our show is structured, we don't really get to talk. We don't really talk about upcoming horror movies or movies that are currently out unless it's part of our franchise review. We don't talk about horror TV shows at all. I mean, except for back when we did our Chucky season, we reviewed the first season of Chucky. So I just thought we should just come together and talk about the horror movies that we've seen in the past year, or the horror movies that we want to see, or the new franchises we're hearing about, or any franchises we hope are resurrected within the next upcoming year. You guys down?
Yeah, and can I say a message before we start?
Mm-hmm.
Um, to everyone listening, and especially one very fan that commented on YouTube. Um, since we did not formally let anyone know, Maria will be joining us for some of the episodes ongoing, just due to taking a little break. Maria is not being replaced by anyone.
Yes.
Because somebody
When Elion joined the podcast for the Conjuring movies, I had fully mapped it out that it was going to be the four of us going forward, which works because as y'all see the podcast structure, there are times where Juan wasn't on episodes. There are times when I wasn't on episodes. There are times when Maria was on episodes. So it's okay if we have a fourth person. And if someone has to leave, there's always at least three or two people at all times. Doesn't matter which two, doesn't matter which three, as long as the episode gets out. So that was my idea. But then Maria was like, I just need a break. We do watch these movies. We do take notes. So, when you have other things going on that kind of doesn't give you enough time to watch the movie or take notes, and then sometimes we record late and Maria has to be up early for work, so she's just taking a break. We did not push her out, as that person on YouTube said. Like, what did you guys, in capital letters too, guys do to Maria? Like, damn.
I will say she very much got a kick out of that message.
She did. She did.
I was ready to fight.
She got a kick out of that message.
I was like,
yeah,
thank you for watching, but like, damn.
She will be coming back at some point, but as of right now, she's taking a bit of a break.
And since we're talking to the people, the fans who comment on YouTube, I just want to say, like, don't be leaving messages to me and Maria or anyone else when we don't agree with Tawan, because I don't know when it was decided that like Tawan was like his opinion was like be all end all. But the amount of messages that we get, like, y'all just picking with Tawan, y'all just don't want to admit that Tawan is right. Like,
I think that those fans are the Supremes, actually.
Bitch.
They're the best of us.
Okay, girl. Not the inflated ego. Anyways.
Because if you agree with me, like, come on, baby.
I can't.
Agree to disagree.
I guess we should take this time to, like, I don't know, we never actually formally introduced Elion to the podcast. We kind of just, like, threw you on. I mean,
I swear to God, I was here crying. I'm here nervous, crying, anxiety thrilled.
In my defense, I kind of just threw Tuan and Maria on the podcast too. It was like, we're going to review the Scream. We're going to review the Scream movies, guys, and you guys can come on. And then they've been on ever since. So, welcome, Elion, officially.
Better late than never. Thank you.
But let's talk about upcoming movies or movies that, like, okay, last summer I was on like a bench to just like watch any movie in theaters that I could, and I think I might try it this summer, but especially with horror movies. But like the one I think at the time of this recording, I think I'm probably gonna go watch Immaculate this week. Is that what it's called with Sydney Sweeney?
Yes.
That movie looks so good, and I've been seeing the press and knowing that she fought so hard to get it made. Like, I need to see this movie. Like, I just need to. Like, I don't know. And other than that, I'm also looking. I kind of want to see the first Omen,
Yeah, I've been
but
seeing the
I don't really
marketing
like
for
that.
it. Uh,
I don't
what
really.
I
The
didn't know if
latest
it was
trailer was like
connected.
70s.
I didn't know if it was connected to the actual Omen, and I saw it was. I thought
It's
it
a
was just like
sequel.
I thought
I
it
mean, a
was just like a
prequel.
movie using the word Omen, and then I was like, oh, this is actually connected to the Omen franchise. But I'm
Yep.
interested.
Yeah.
What?
Same.
I'm sorry. What were we talking about? I just blanked.
Uh, I just mentioned two horror movies that I was looking forward to. Immaculate and The Omen. Both kind of
Only the
religious
Omen.
leaning movies.
Period.
What about you? What about you guys? You guys got anything you want to talk about? Any movies?
I'm trying to think of. I know that. So I don't know if it's coming out this year. I think it is, but I'm very hyped for Final Destination 6, as Mark knows. I'm a big fan of that franchise.
I love Final Destination, and we have to see it together.
Yeah, it's due
Yes.
to the just due to how they come up with ways to take people out of this earth is so creative, and I need to see what we're gonna come up with now. So that's one that I'm actually pretty excited for. Um, Another one is
Say we
the
know, but that. Oh, sorry, but like they announced the cast, and I'm just like, okay, I now want to see it even more because the cast looks amazing, and they're bringing back Tony Todd. I'm just like, okay, whenever, of course, you need Tony Todd.
very true. And actually, now that I'm looking at a list of some other upcoming horror movies, I actually do have a couple more that I'm looking forward to coming out. We have The Strangers Chapter One releasing in the
Ooh.
next couple of months. I actually liked that first trailer for it. It looked pretty good. Um, I wasn't a big fan of The Strangers Pray at Night, the sequel. A lot of people,
Wait, there were
it's well
sequels to
liked.
Stranger?
Yeah, it was a sequel to it.
What the? Oh,
Yeah,
I
Like
am so behind.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm actually really shook. Oh, I need to catch up.
it was like
Damn.
You've never.
2018 or
I've
2019.
Oh,
only
that's
saw the
why.
original Strangers. I never saw the sequel.
Yeah, same here. I didn't even know there was a
I'm looking
sequel.
forward. I'm looking forward to this like new because are these new ones connected to the other ones or no?
I believe these new ones are connected to the others, and also they filmed like it's a trilogy that they already filmed back to back, if I'm not mistaken. So like two of the movies are coming out this year, and then one is coming out next year.
Oh damn. Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
that's why I thought it was interesting because they announced all three, and I was like, oh well, we know how this is gonna go. But then I saw, oh, they already filmed all of them, and they're just all like they're just gonna release them kind of a couple months apart. And I thought that was interesting. I haven't really seen anything like that happen, so um, I'm kind of curious how that comes out because it's supposed to follow the same like couple in the throughout the rest of them. So I'm just wondering how the momentum kind of keeps up. And but also it's one of those things where the strangers mainly pays on the like the tension being built because we at this point if we know that it's going to be focused on the same couple, they're going to survive. So like I just wonder how they're going to keep my interest throughout the three of these movies. So that's kind of interesting. Want to see how what comes of that. Um, we also we just finished the Conjuring franchise, but I believe the new one is supposed to release this year. Um, the I think it was the Conjuring Dead Rights, Conjuring 4 Dead Rights, something along those lines. We don't have any information about what's going to be in it or what like any story beats or anything. So this one is
I also wanted to add this. Aren't we supposed to be getting another Scream film? this year or next year?
Now we are. They haven't given it a release date. It's very
Mm.
um. It's that Scream made themselves become controversial so easily, and
Mhm.
it as a fan, I am. It is definitely
I'm
hurt.
not. I'm not looking for. I'm not looking forward to it. Like I was so highly anticipating because I was looking forward to finishing the sisters story. So I thought we were going to
Okay.
get, but now we're not getting that because
They pulled the
Melissa.
Sydney button.
Yeah, they did. I mean, which makes me mad and makes me disappointed in Nev because you turned them down to come back for six because they wouldn't pay you what you're deserved as the face of this franchise. Like no other final girl can say that they've been in majority of their franchise's movies. But you can. You're the face of the fucking movie of the franchise. But they didn't want to pay you, so you left. And then when Melissa gives her support to Palestine, as she should, fucking Spyglass fires her. And then Jenna Ortega quits in solidarity, but also had like a scheduling conflict. So it all kind of just
Mm.
like, and then the writer and producers and the director of the first, I mean, of five and six both also left. So it's just like the production company kind of like fucked themselves, and people were just like, well, you know what, fuck you guys, fuck Scream 7, you guys fucked up. And then Bombshell, Nev Campbell is returning as Sidney Prescott. Like, bitch, you just sold your soul to the devil. Like, what? And now we have Kevin Williamson directed.
Like it
God,
really feels like they pressed the red button like with this whole movie because
Kevin
I
Williams directing is the we're desperate button. He's only
yeah,
directed one other movie, and the last movie he directed, the only movie he directed, was in 1997. And I've seen that movie, Teaching Mr. Tingle. It's not a good movie,
Mm.
like at all. It's not
yeah,
good. I mean, it has a bunch of 90s who's teen stars, but it doesn't have anything else.
Mm.
yeah. They definitely soured what I was me looking forward to that movie, and it sucks for a lot of people involved because I was one obviously just looking for the story to continue with the Carpenter sisters, but also I wanted to see what Christopher Landon would have done with the movie because he caused so much like unwarranted flack after the firing. Because obviously it wasn't him who fired Melissa, but some people don't know shit about movie production. They're like the director fired Melissa, and he was getting so much heat. And I feel like he would have did a really good Scream movie, especially after the Happy Death Day movies and that movie Freaky as well. And I was like, damn, imagine getting your dream job and then you gotta leave because these motherfuckers like did some shiesty shit. Duh, that sucks.
But sticking in that Kevin Williams like like creative mind, I keep hearing rumors about a potential I Know What You Did Last Summer 4,
Yes, I have been
but
seeing that.
I've been seeing it, but what I've been seeing is also kind of controversial because it's supposed to be the fourth movie. Well, I say the fourth movie. Well, yeah, it's the fourth movie because there was a third movie that was like direct to DVD that's really bad. Really bad. But with this movie, they're going to bring back Jennifer Love Hewitt, they're going to bring back Freddie Prinze, and they want it to be like, bringing back the survivors, but they aren't talking about bringing back Brandy's character. And
Throw it
she
away.
survived. She survived part two. Like you can't
Throw it
just
away.
forget,
If
right?
Brandy isn't
Like,
there, I really don't want it. If Brandy isn't there,
like you had two black characters in that movie. Well, you had three black characters in that movie, and one of them survived, who just happens to be the best friend of the main final girl, and you won't have her back for the sequel. Like, come on now. Like, what's wrong with you guys? That kind of already sours it.
Yeah, throw it away. I want Brandy back.
Yes. Well, I think. No, go ahead.
Oh no, continue because I was going
No,
to
I'm
say
just
something.
gonna say. I'm just gonna say like other news that kind of like annoyed me is well, we knew going into Halloween ends that Blumhouse was done. They're like, this is this. They kept on saying this not the last like Halloween movie in the franchise. This is the last one done by Blumhouse. Which I was like, okay, cool. Let's just end it. Let's end it here and just give it a 10-year rest again. But then there was a bidding war for the fucking TV rights, and Blumhouse was there trying to get them. But then Miramax got the rights back. And do you guys know which Halloween movies Miramax made?
Um,
Can I be honest? I don't think I've ever watched a single Halloween movie.
Oh my god! I don't know.
Either
or
that or it's
you
been
have
so long I kind of don't
you have a
remember.
marathon to do at your place.
We definitely do.
Oh,
A
period. So
marathon
are we all
is
getting together?
yes, a marathon is definitely due. But what about you, Twan? Do you know which Halloween movies that that Miramax did?
Was it the Rob Zombie ones?
No, I
Oh,
can't
so
even. I can't.
everything before the Rob Zombie ones. Then
Not everything. They did one of the good ones, and then they did a horrible one. They
the
did.
was it the
They
Witch?
they did H2O,
Okay,
and
I
they did
like H2O.
Resurrection, and they did Resurrection.
Wait, I like H2O,
Everyone does. H2O was good.
but
It's
Resurrection
Resurrection. That's the
that's
one with Buster Rhymes
ooh,
and Tyra Banks and the
that's
karate kicking Michael Myers.
that movie
That's
is
the battle.
that's something.
That movie is.
That's a movie. It was a movie that was made.
It definitely was because wow. But yeah, they're responsible for those two movies. I don't remember if they. Nope, they also did Halloween 6, which was the one with the cult and the
Mhm.
one where Michael Myers may have impregnated his teenage niece.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So
The
they
early
did.
ones get weird.
Well, actually, it was just 6. 6 like got this weird cult shit, and then Michael Myers may have raped his niece during the cult
What the
initiation,
fuck?
and then Paul Rudd is in that movie. He was kind of cute though. I will say that Paul Rudd was
Girl.
very cute. Young Paul Rudd, he was like 18, 19. He was cute as fuck.
Mm.
But it was I don't know. But
But you said they just sold the TV rights, though. Correct?
they
It's
have
not
the
movie.
TV rights, so now I've been keeping an eye on it and just kind of just like seeing what they're thinking about. And according to them, it's gonna be directly linked to the first movie, but they're going to like draw it out.
Uh,
And so what I'm thinking is they're going to pull a Bates Motel with the Halloween series.
I still haven't watched Bates Motel.
Have you seen Bates Motel, Tuan?
yeah, I remember it.
So you know how they did a whole
Isn't
bunch
it?
of stuff.
Isn't it with the guy that plays the good doctor?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
but it's like how they kind of told the Psycho story, but they
Yeah.
didn't really tell that they changed some stuff. But they
Mm.
say it's gonna be a sequel. Like the show is gonna be the events after Halloween '78. But like how like I don't want to see Michael Myers in an episodic fucking TV show. Like,
Yeah, I
is he
don't think
gonna
I would
pop up?
care.
Like with Chucky, it's different because Chucky, there's a whole thing. It's Chucky, it's Tiffany, it's all the other dolls, and then
And
like
it
Chucky.
also just kept the continuity. Those movies are like it would be different. It would be different if Chucky picked up right after the first one, but it picks
Mhm.
up right after like the sixth movie
Like
where we have all this
Chucky
other
has
story.
Chucky has the most craziest convoluted continuity, but Don Mancini makes sure every fucking movie counts in some way or form. And But also, Chucky has a personality, so you can have a show with Chucky in it, and it works. They're on season 3, and that show was fucking great. I love the Chucky show. But Michael Myers is just supposed to be this like emotionless, faceless, horrible killer. Like, is he just gonna be a fucking detective show of people trying to hunt him down, and he pops up at the beginning or the end of each episode and kills someone and then disappears? Like, what are we getting?
Yeah, I don't know, and also don't know about the Crystal Lake show either. But I'm but I'm only interested in it because A24.
Honestly, and I'm hoping somehow, some way, A24 is able to spin that shit to a movie. Because
Nah,
I mean, I think it's been what it's been over 10 years. Damn, how long has it been? When did that movie come out?
it's been
2009.
2009. Yeah,
It's been over 10 years since we've had a fucking Friday the 13th movie, or even a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. See, Nightmare on Elm Street is different. I can't. That remake didn't work because it wasn't Robert England. That's the case of like they gave Freddy too much personality that you can't separate the actor from Freddy. It doesn't work. And if they do some weird claymation type shit, I might get behind it and just have him voice it. But like they should just when Robert dies, Freddy dies. But I don't know. I think we're due for another Friday the 13th movie. That last one was not good.
the last Friday 13th.
Yeah, that the remake one in
It was,
'09 when
it was good for
with
me.
Jay.
I think I cashed it.
You did. You did. I still judge you for that.
I mean, I don't expect much out of a Jason movie. Continuing on though.
I was about to say, did we lose connection?
No, we're good.
No, I was
But
waiting for
Why
one of you to.
not?
I was
but
waiting for one of you.
but continuing on though, there are still some other like stuff coming out. One that will be coming out this summer that I am actually very excited for after seeing the first trailer recently was is A Quiet Place Day One. I think it
Yes,
is.
yes, and they're coming out with a Quiet Place Part 3 as well, but that's I think next year.
Yeah, that movie, the Day One looks really good. I love Lupita Nyong'o. I love her. So like her in a horror again, yes, I need that. And it looks really good. And there's so much you can just do. Like there's so much you can do with the Quiet Place concept anyway. But going all the way back to when everything initially first started is like it's a no brainer for a movie. But also it just sets the tension like up from the start because no one else knows what's going on, unlike with the first one where they'd been living with that for a good amount of time at that point. So in the preview, the trailer looked really good for it, and I'm excited for what's going to come out with that one. Mark, did you like the other A Quiet Place movies?
I love the first one. I didn't think the second one was necessary.
I can see that. I did like. I like.
Like I saw
I
the
would
first
try
one.
to agree. I did like it though.
It was like need. I don't know. I feel like nowadays everything gets a sequel when it doesn't really one. Because that first movie was great. I mean, I watched it in theaters, and when I tell you, everyone was quiet, like dead silent, and we were all just in it. And like watching that in theaters was actually great because the sound design, like it was a whole
Mhm.
experience. So I don't know. For me, it didn't need a sequel. And I felt like the sequel kind of took something away. But I'm excited. I'm gonna watch the prequel and I'm gonna watch the third one that comes out.
And since we did bring her up earlier, Melissa Barrera, um, later this later this month in April, she'll be in the movie Abigail, which looks very interesting. It was
I was just
I'm
gonna
definitely
excited for
say.
yeah,
Abigail.
it
I
was
still haven't watched the
definitely
trailer,
coming
but I've
out.
seen like mini ones.
Yeah, I was. It was not what I was expecting when I first watched the trailer, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm on board for this. I'm so on board for this. It looks
And
so
August
fun."
is in it, which I definitely have to see that.
Yeah, I do believe that was his last role. Um, to my
Mm.
knowledge, I don't think there is anything else that he was attached to before he passed, unfortunately. Um, but yes, that movie it looks really fun. Like I don't know, something about the tone of Radio Silence just gets toned right for me for their movies. Um,
They do. It hits with them. I don't even know why. I just think that they understand horror. It's what you get when you have people who grew up on classic good horror movies who now get a chance to make their own. You can tell that they love the genre and they love being part of it.
and I guess with them in mind, fucking ready not ready or not just got announced for a sequel, and they're returning for the director's
I
chair. And
saw that.
Samara Weaving is back. I love her.
Didn't Samara? No, Samara. It was someone else who said that they wanted to be. They wanted to fight Freddy.
I think it was her,
Um, I think it was either her or was that chick from the Minion, whose name I can't remember.
Anya Taylor Joy.
I think it was Ian Taylor Joy who said it.
Shit, but if she want to be in a Freddy movie, put her in it. It would actually sell. She's very
Yes,
profitable as an actress.
definitely. I mean, shit, throw her and Samara in there. Do a double trouble. It'd be sell out great. But confession, I haven't seen Ready or Not yet.
Yes, we have to change that because that will make you'll actually love it. Like it's so funny. It is so
Because
funny.
I knew that at some point you were going to push for us to review it on the podcast. So I kind of just been just waiting for that to happen. I also haven't seen X or Pearl or any of
Yes,
those movies. So I've also
which
I've
been
not watched
waiting
any
in
of the films you're
anticipation.
talking about.
Oh my god.
I know.
yeah, we're gonna have to mold Elion to our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Don't mind me. I'm just eating corn at the moment.
you're not sharing. Oh my god.
Corn and butter
but
with cheese.
do you have any horror movies or horror shows or anything that has been sticking out to you,
Well,
Elian?
well, I had to write a little list. One Abigail was brought up, and I've been seeing like little mini clips for it, and it looked interesting because I was like, I thought it was about I thought it was just about a child abduction, something bad was happening. I didn't think this bitch was gonna be a vampire or some shit.
Right, that was a fucking shocker. It's given Megan, but I dig it.
Oh, I heard that Megan Point 2.0 is coming out too. Actually,
I am so happy for that. I
Yes,
I
I
hope
actually,
enjoyed
so.
Megan.
I did. I found it funny. Like I found it
it
like it
was
was.
it was very funny.
I found it funny as hell. I'm ready for the new Alien film as well. That's coming out
Yes,
this year.
yes. I'm actually so excited for that one.
Wait, that's coming out this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
When?
We could, uh,
It's got to be in the fall.
Okay, this. Oh, damn! I didn't know that.
it's coming.
I'm not
It
ready
says
for
it's
this.
supposed to come out August 16th,
Cause I
allegedly.
I thought it was coming out next year, so I was like, okay, that gives me time to like plan a whole schedule
Oh, baby,
around that.
no.
But that
We should
also
all go
kind of
together.
I meant like plan like to review all the movies to lead up to it. But then it kind of got complicated because I was just like, am I going to include the Predator movies? Because
Mm,
AVP. I was like, oh, do I want to do that? Should I just strictly sticking to?
if anything, you could just do the Alien vs Predators and all the Predator movies because the Predator movies are not scary,
I thought it good.
No, I
except for
think
like Prey. Prey
I
was
think
good.
if we were to do like a whole Alien retrospective, I would just do the Alien movies because I don't think anything that AVP 1, 2, or 3 did would ever be referenced
That is
anywhere
really
else. And it's with Freddie Alvarez, and I cannot fucking wait.
yeah. That's why I'm excited for it. He has not let me down so far,
As
and
not.
I think it would be good. And from what I'm looking at right now, it's set to release on August 16th.
I can
Mm.
work with that. There are only like what? How many movies in that main? There's like what, 5 or 6? We can do that.
Around 5ish.
Yeah, because you have Alien 1, 2, and 3. And then there's what, 2 Prometheus movies?
It's just one Prometheus and then Alien Covenant.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
so that's
watched.
what. Yeah, what was that?
I've seen Alien, but I don't think I've seen Prometheus. I think I haven't seen that one yet.
Prometheus
Wha-
is like I love Prometheus aesthetically. Now the
Mm.
story, that's another thing.
See,
But
Prometheus is. I was one of those people who went to the theater opening night not knowing it was. Actually, no one knew it was an Alien movie until
Oh,
after
what?
opening night. Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
That's a big surprise. Like, when you get to the end of the movie, that's the big surprise. That this is actually an Alien movie. You go through the whole movie not knowing what the fuck is going on. You think it's just another weird Ridley Scott space movie, and then at the fucking end, there's a fucking what the fuck are they called? Xenobites? Xenobites?
Xenomorphs? No, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. The alien pops up, and it's like, oh shit, okay, damn, this is he really just did this. He just did that. Cool.
Right.
But what else is on
Uh,
your list?
well, besides, like, I'm not gonna go through them like in detail. I definitely want to watch Final Destination 6 because we already just brought it up. Quiet Place. One that I'm actually interested in watching is The Watchers. I just saw a trailer for
yeah,
it.
I'm
There's a,
actually kind of interested in that too.
we should all go. We should watch it.
Yes, I would be down to go see that. And when I first saw it, I thought it like I knew it said it was M Night Shyamalan, but I didn't know it was actually his
Mm.
daughter's first movie.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, his
I didn't
daughter
know she
directed
was
it.
doing the movies.
Yeah, she's actually worked on him a lot with like his recent movies. I think
Mm.
what was the name of the most recent one? They were on the island. I'm forgetting the name of it. Oh, what the fuck was the name of that movie?
Oh, old?
Yes, Old. I think she worked on him with that one and also The Visit and Split.
Oh, I
You
definitely want to
know,
see Split. I heard Split's coming out, another one.
we're gonna have to do a whole M Night Shyamalan horror movie like season
Oh
All right.
Lord.
because there are some of them are so good. Those early ones are so good. But then you can just tell that he lost. You can tell when he lost it. For me, it was The Village. Cause that movie, that fucking twist. ugh.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think
I would say
there's another.
recently. Oh no, continue.
No, I was gonna say the last film I was thinking about watching. I don't think it's very mainstream. I think it's something that I think already came out. No, not yet. It's gonna come out in April. It's called Sting. It's
Oh,
just
I saw the trailer. I will be passing on that one.
I haven't seen anything yet. I just saw it, and I only will watch it just due to the fact I have I'm arachnophobic, so the fear of spiders already just the idea of spiders is just like terrifying to me.
And that's why I will be passing. Because
Oh, you're arachnophobic.
when I saw eight-legged freaks as a child, I almost passed out.
Bitch, I don't know why the ending had me like wheezing just because he was throwing perfume at that bitch.
Mm-mm.
It was like a comedy as well,
Well,
wasn't it? It
Yeah.
felt comedic, yeah. But I'm a terrified of spiders. That shit was I hate it. Um, I think the other one was The Strangers, but we already talked about that one. Another film I think that's coming up that seems interesting. I haven't seen anything about it. It's called Smile. Smile
Oh
2.
yeah. Smell. Yeah.
I'm not sure anything about it. It just seems interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm excited. I'm not excited for Smile 2.
I haven't
I
seen the
didn't
first one, so I
enjoy.
can't say much.
I didn't enjoy the first Smile.
I liked it.
Kind of, kind of same way I didn't enjoy It Follows. So I know I'm not going to enjoy It Follows 2 or Smile 2.
I
because
feel like it followed.
it followed because it was the message was hitting over the head. I got the point, but it was just an STD that was killing them, and it was pissing me off. The only way I can get rid of this evil ghost spirit thing is to fuck somebody, and then when I fuck them, they get it, and they have to get rid of it by fucking somebody else. And then if the person you fucked gets killed, it comes back to you, so you gotta get rid of it again. It was a whole STD thing that was really annoying. It was hitting over the head. It was too the message was heavy and it was pissing me off.
I don't
And
think
with
it's heavy
Smile,
though.
with it was. Well, for me, it was. For me, it was obvious. And with Smile, it was just the ending made me mad because
No, I love that
the cu-
ending.
the cute detective ex boyfriend, whatever the fuck he was, like watching this woman commit suicide, you're gonna be cursed, and then you just sat there and cried and watched her set herself on fire, and now you're fucking cursed. You know how the curse happens. Get the fuck out. You can cry on the outside the door. Okay, you don't gotta watch her do this. It was the whole trauma bonding undertones of the thing. It was a lot. It was just too much. It was too much for me. But I will say I'm very, very excited for Talk to Me 2 and the Talk to Me prequel. Like, I'm
What's
ready.
what's talk to me about?
You haven't seen Talk to Me?
No, I didn't even heard
Explain
about
it to
it.
him.
Not explain it.
He's the one that brought it
No, I
up.
got,
I'm
no,
fucking
I got,
dead.
no, I got you. Like the whole premise of the movie though was characters, high school. They they come across this like mannequin's hand that apparently was used to
Oh
be
wait,
owned.
wait! Isn't it like Isn't that dead hand like you have to be there for a certain amount of time, and if you stay there, it's
Yes,
something that. Okay, never mind. I didn't know what it is. Never mind. I didn't know that was
Yeah,
the actual name. Shit. Never mind.
yeah, it was called
yeah,
Talk
and
to Me. Is in the game that they played.
I love that movie.
Like, is it what 90 seconds before anything like that? I forgot what it was. Like, where's the
About
time
that.
limit?
I think it was 90
Okay.
seconds. But like, I love that movie. It was made by two YouTubers, and I used to watch their stupid YouTube videos back in the
Yeah,
day.
I used to watch them too. When I found out it was them, I had to go back a while to find the videos that I watched, and I was like, damn,
It took me a
I
while
used to
too.
watch
The
them.
stupid little like Ronald McDonald videos were my favorite when I was a kid.
Yeah,
And then to know that they already filmed the prequel, because you kind of see how the prequel movie ends, because that's how that they open with that shot. And so now we get to see like how that kid got the hand and everything that led up to him killing himself at the party and beginning to talk to me. So I'm excited for the prequel. I'm excited for the sequel. Like that was a good movie. And that was like one of the only horror movies we got last summer because it was the fucking strike happened. So I'm excited for that one. That's the one that me and Tom saw together. We have to review that in the podcast at some point.
yeah, that was a good watch. It was definitely one of my favorites last year. And I bought it on DVD.
Like I didn't know what I was expecting when I went into it. So it was like a good surprise. But before we wrap up, are there any other like movies or horror shows you guys are thinking about? I will say I want to get into more like vampire horror, but like vampires have
Nosferatu
been
is
like
coming out this year.
I feel like the
yeah, and
last
then
time saw anything with vampires was Underworld, to be honest.
well they had
I used to love those
um
movies.
yeah, they had last year they had two Dracula movies. They had Renfield, which was a horror comedy, and Aquafina was in it, and that kind of ruined it for me. I don't like the Fina.
Mm.
Um, and then they had a Voyage of the Demeter, but I haven't watched that one yet.
If I Not if I recall, but yeah, I know there's a Nosferatu movie coming out this year that actually I really want to see because it's being directed
Who's
by
making it?
Robert Eggers. He did like the
Oh, really?
Lighthouse, The Witch, all that.
He's gonna make a fucking. Oh, damn.
And the cast is also Very good. I know Bill Skarsgård is in there.
I
William
love Bill.
Dafoe,
Love William.
Nicholas Hoult, Aaron Taylor
Love
Johnson.
Nick. Oh.
Our girl Anya Taylor-Joy was supposed to be in it, but she had to drop out due to scheduling, so they replaced her with Lily Rose Depp.
You know, everyone else you named will carry her. So I just hope they can. Well, I mean, Nicholas Holder's great. William's great. Bill's great. Aaron's great. I hope the rumors of him being my next James Bond are true. But hopefully they can elevate Lily Rose.
Yeah, so we'll see about that because I watched The Idol and yeah.
Oh, I watched an
There,
episode of the Idol.
I heard it's not verified that there could be a film about Pinocchio. That's literally like it's a horror
Oh,
film,
like the
like
Winnie
Pinocchio's
the Pooh?
Revenge. Yeah, basically, yeah. I heard that's something is like afterwards, like it was announced during this one, but I'm not sure if it's a verified thing that it's gonna be in
Yeah,
production.
but why? Winnie the Pooh, the Killer Winnie the Pooh 2 is coming out this year. But they already greenlit and started filming Winnie the Pooh Killer 3. And that's for like a whole like Winnie the Pooh universe of like
Oh
horror
God.
movies. And like
Um,
just because a property is now public domain does not mean you should just do random shit with it like this. Like, come on, guys. Be fucking for real.
I was terrified of. This is a very old film. I'm not even sure if you guys heard of it. Pinocchio's Revenge.
I don't think so.
Definitely not.
It's very old. It's basically I forgot what it was exactly because I was watching it as a kid. That thing terrified the shit out of me when I was a kid. Basically Pinocchio's alive and basically kills people. That's literally it. It's just the way that thing moves. It just terrified the shit out of me. It could be different now, but when I was as a kid watching that shit, oh no.
Anything else, guys, before we call this episode?
Definitely
Um,
excited for the next Frozen film. But that's aside from the horror.
are they killing people in there now?
I mean, at this point, Elsa needs to. Oh,
Tuan, what about you? Any final thoughts? Any horror movie dreams?
Um, nothing that I could think of. Is if Melissa, the only dream I hope for is Melissa Barrera gets a public apology for Spyglass, but I mean that's not gonna happen. So we're pretty good.
And for me, I think at some point I'm gonna try to convince the team here to review some of those bad Tubi and Peacock and
Or
Prime Video horror movies that are just really, really bad. And then even do a couple of Shutter movies, and then we'll see how it goes. I know Tuan is like, hell no, we won't go. But hopefully at some point I can convince you guys to,
just don't
let's give it
expect
a
actual critique.
what
I
film?
do expect. I do
I'm just
expect, and
playing.
so do our listeners.
I'm just playing. I'll give y'all
I'm,
critique.
I'm expecting a lot of passes, but eh, we might be surprised. But I also want to do some fan films, because when you have franchises like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street that don't have any official releases in a long time, sometimes fan films are the way to go. And with Friday the 13th, some of the fan films have been able to get like actors from the actual
Oh my
legit
god!
franchise to be on there. So it could be good. So that's
Oh
my
my
wish.
god!
Wait, are you okay?
I'm so sorry. I was literally just scrolling through Google over like anything for films and all that stuff, and I don't know if you guys know who Chance Perdomo is.
Yeah, he did.
I just found out he passed away. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh
Yeah,
my.
I'm so sorry. Oh that.
yeah. I
How did
think it
he
was
die?
announced a motorcycle accident.
Hmm.
Oh my
They announced
god!
that yesterday, I think. Yeah.
I didn't even. Oh my! You see, I was not on my phone.
Yeah, it was like
Oh, that's so
yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I think I
sad.
saw it Saturday night. Yeah, because they were about to start filming season 2 of Gen Z for the boys,
Oh my
and
god.
actually it's got announced.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Band Crush number 76.
You guys so much for listening to us. And don't worry, we'll be back to reviewing movies next week. We're actually going to be reviewing the movie that you guys picked over on YouTube. I gave you guys a choice of what movies we should review. And you guys, we're reviewing The Wicker Man. We're going to be reviewing, next week will be The Wicker Man, and the week after that, we'll be reviewing the Nicolas Cage remake, also called The Wicker Man. So join us next week. Good night. There we go.
If you like this episode, please check out the Haddonfield Horror podcast from big series like Friday the 13th, Halloween, and Saw, or our one-off reviews like The Blackening and Hereditary. You can follow Haddonfield Horrors on Instagram and TikTok, where the hosts post updates and mini reviews. Full episodes are available on several podcasting platforms and YouTube. If you're listening to us on YouTube, please like and subscribe. The Haddonfield Horror podcast is produced by Mark Smart,
Maria Perez,
Twan Griffin, and Elian Cordova. Themed by Lethal Injection and edited by Mark Smart.
The Haddonfield Horrors podcast is a Letters to Media production.
Should we do an intro?